Earlier in this course, I showed you how to indicate a process was underway by displaying the cursor as an hourglass, and to indicate a process was done by sounding a beep. One other common way to show something is happening is by displaying a progress bar. In Access VBA, this item is called a meter, and you can use a series of VBA commands to display, update, and remove a meter. For this exercise, we'll create a form based off of the orders table. So in the navigation pane, I'll click the orders table, click create, and then click form. With the form in place, I'll press Ctrl S to save it, and I'll just leave the default name of orders and click OK. Now with the orders form in place, I'll right click the tab in the database window of the form object and then click Design View. Now with the form in Design View, I will right click anywhere in the body of the form, and then from the shortcut menu that appears, click Build Event. Then, in the Choose Builder dialog box, click Code Builder, and then click OK. The Visual Basic Editor appears, and there is an event procedure for clicking in the detail area of the form. That's actually not the event that I want to work with. So what I will do is click the Object down arrow, and then from the list of objects that are available for me to work with, I'll click Form. Access creates a new event that will happen when the form loads, and it leaves the detail click event code up top, but we don't have to worry about that. There's nothing here between the sub and end sub statements, so nothing will happen. We don't need to worry about that. So let's go back to the form load event. Loading a form is when the form gets its data from its underlying data source, either a table or a query. So what we want to do in this case is to initiate our meter for the progress bar, then update it, we'll update it again, and then we'll get rid of it. So here's the code to create the meter. And I'll just press enter twice, and then the up arrow once to give us a little bit more room. The first command is syscommand, and that is spelled CYS-CMD. So sys, short for system, CMD, short for command. Then a space, and now we need to select our action, and that is AC SYS CMD. No surprises so far. And now we type in init, INIT, meter, METER. We do need to give a little bit more information. I'll type a comma, and now we can display a message as the progress bar is running. We need to put that in quotes because it's a string, and I'll just type in opening the form, OPENING, space THE, space FORM, then a period, and double quotes to close out the string. Now we type a comma, and we can put in the number that the progress bar will count to. That's usually 100. When you think of something downloading, it will say 100% done, 50% done, that sort of thing. So in this case, we'll just type in the number 100, and then press enter. So we've just initiated the meter. Next, we need to update the meter. And for that, we type syscommand, SYS-CMD, same as the line before, space, AC, SYS, CMD. And now we need to use the action to update the meter. And that is update, UPDATE, and then meter, METER. Now we can type a comma and tell Access how much to update the meter. And in this case, I want to update it to 50, and then press enter. Now if I were to type in another update meter command, then the updates would go by too quickly because on modern computers, these sorts of commands are implemented almost immediately. So I'm going to put in a message box just to pause the action for a moment so we can see what's happening. So I'll just type in message box, MSG, BOX, space, quote, and then 50% done, and then a double quote. In this case, it's 50% of nothing, but it'll give us a chance to look at the progress bar as it's going along. Now press enter. And let's select and copy the second syscommand line, so the one that sets the meter to 50. So select it using the mouse, then press Ctrl-C, click below the message box, and then press Ctrl-V, and then edit the line so that the meter is updated to 100. So it should be syscommand, AC syscommand update meter, comma 100. Then press enter, and let's create another message box for 100% done. So MSG, BOX, space, double quotes, 100% done. Then a period and a double quote. and press enter. Now finally, we need to get rid of the meter, and to do that, we use the remove meter system command. That code is sys cmd space ac sys cmd, then remove remove meter, meter, and again, no spaces. Go ahead and press tab to accept that, and the down arrow to move to the next line. Now, whenever we open the form, we'll see a message saying that the form is opening, get a progress bar 50%, a message box, then when we clear the message box, it will go to 100%, we'll get another message box, and then Access will remove the meter. So let's go ahead and press Control S to save our work, and press Alt F11 to go back to the main database window. Now with the orders form displayed, press Control W to close it. Now in the navigation pane, double-click the orders form, and when we do, we see a message box saying 50% done, and in the bottom right corner of the program window, we see the text opening the form, which was the caption for the message bar, and also the green progress bar at 50%. When I click OK, we see the message box saying it's 100% done, and again, in the bottom right corner, we see the text opening the form and a progress bar at 100%. And then when we click OK, Access clears the message box and also the progress bar and opens the form. Meters give users a sense of progress, which removes the uncertainty of watching a blank screen and wondering how much longer a process has to run.